I want to talk about something that feels small on the surface, but it's certainly actually really powerful. And it's this: you do not have to react to wounded people. You don't have to feed into it. You don't have to match their energy. You don't have to defend your existence, and you don't have to prove your worth in real time. You can let them have their behavior and stay in your integrity. Now, before I go any further, let me say this. This is not about tolerating abuse, and it's not about staying in toxic environments. It's not about excusing harmful behavior. If someone is chronically mistreating you, leave. If someone is abusive, protect yourself, period. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those moments where someone is projecting. The subtle superiority, the condescending tone, the passive-aggressive jab, the icy energy, and you feel it. Your body registers it immediately, especially if you grew up having to read the room to survive, especially if you were treated like you were less than. You feel the shift before anyone else even notices it, and then comes the urge to snap back, to correct them, to say, don't talk to me like that. And sometimes that urge feels righteous, but here's what I've learned. Most of the time, people are acting out of their own unhealed wounding. That tone, that's insecurity. That superiority, that's ego protection. That coldness, that's emotional immaturity. That dismissal, that started long before you walked into the room. Maybe it's landing on you, but it did not originate with you. And when you really understand that, not intellectually, but deeply, something shifts. Because reacting to a wounded person is like arguing with a bruise. You're not going to heal it, you're just going to press on it. And here's what is absolutely seriously true. Sometimes wounded people unconsciously want you to react. If you lose your composure, they feel justified. If you get emotional, they feel superior. If you snap, they get to say, see, that's who you are. It feeds something in them. And I am no longer interested in feeding someone else's dysfunction. That's growth. Standing in your power does not mean overpowering someone else. It means remaining steady when they are not. It means internally saying, that's yours, not mine. It means not scrambling to repair their perception of you. It means not performing for approval. It means not shrinking to avoid their ego. It means not escalating just because your nervous system wants to defend. It means choosing composure over reaction. And let me say this, you can understand someone's wounding without excusing their behavior. Understanding is not endorsement. Compassion is not permission. You can look at someone and think you are operating from pain and still decide, I'm not engaging with that. You can give people space to be exactly who they are and then adjust your access accordingly. If it's a stranger, you let it pass. If it becomes a pattern, you create distance. If it crosses into abuse, you remove yourself. What you don't do is abandon yourself in order to manage their emotions. That used to be my pattern. I thought strength meant defending myself constantly and regulating everybody else for their own peace. Now I understand strength is discernment. Not every invitation to react deserves a response. Not every slight deserves a speech. Not every ego deserves your energy. And here's the real power move. Neutrality. Calm, grounded, unbothered. Integrity. Not cold, not cruel, not passive. Just steady and standing in your truth. Because when you refuse to absorb someone's projection, it falls to the floor. It has nowhere to land. And that is sovereignty. That is self-trust. That is healing. You don't have to win every interaction. You don't have to correct every misunderstanding. You don't have to prove your intelligence, your value, or your worth. You know who you are. And when you know who you are, someone else's wound cannot redefine you. Let them have their behavior. Let them sit in it. Let them be responsible for it. You stay anchored, you stay respectful, and you stay in integrity, always. And you walk away untouched and unbothered. That's not weakness, that is power.